Hello YouTubers, coming at you again with another video, this time a little something different again. So this is Sammy. I figured I'd give you guys a quick run through. Well, it ain't gonna be quick because I know I like to talk. But anyways, this is a new addition to the team, a Kobelco SK 35 SR. And I'm doing this one because if somebody's out there looking for a little mini excavator, they may want to look at this one. Not getting paid, sponsored, or anything else through Kobelco, but I like this one because I've done a lot of research, and I did my research and looked at everything, looked at pricing, looked at warranties, and for the bang for the buck, this was pretty much it. This was the one that I picked. Like I said, I thought myself, and this is only my opinion, that this was the best one to get. The price on these is roughly around, it was October when I bought this one. And of course, as everybody knows, is 2021 at the end of the year. And things are going up as we speak. And this machine here, when you buy it, may not be what I paid for it. So when I quote the price, it may not be, but I think I got this one roughly about $41,000 out the door. Not out the door, sorry, for the machine. I had some upgrades. I got a thumb put on it. That's an 18-inch bucket with teeth. There is a quick coupler coming for it that it helps you when you're working by yourself. You just couple it on there. It's a lot easier from what I've been told. Haven't seen it yet because I haven't got it. And a 30-inch smooth bucket for grading. So it's double that size right there. So with all that stuff being on there, I think it was roughly about 45-ish, 47, 45, 47, something like. No, I think it was about 46 something and some change. For $46,000. And like I said, I looked at Cat, looked at John Deere, looked at what else did we look at? We looked at Case, we looked at Kubota, and they're pretty much like they're like a lawnmower. Lawnmower back in the background as we're talking about it. So they roll off the assembly line. This is what I kind of gathered is all of them pretty much got the same design. There is, a few features depending on who you go with that they say this is why ours is better, or this is why you should buy Kobelco or Cat or whoever you're buying, right? But I know with this one here, and I think it was John Deere and Kubota, they all use this little Yanmar 3-cylinder diesel motor. And everybody I spoke to, mechanics and operators, they said this is a strong little motor. Well built, gets a lot of miles on it. Just ease of use, powerful. That is a 23.1 horse motor. Like I said, when you go to different ones, you're going to be roughly about that 23, 24 horsepower range. I think the only one that was a little bit more was Cat, because they have their own motor, and I think theirs was 24 or 5 horsepower, which, they said that's the reason why they wanted $10,000 more than anyone else. And of course, it was a Cat. You're going to have to do a little bit better than just saying your name. And don't get me wrong, Cat fellas, before you start pouncing and commenting, Cat is great. I've ran Cat. I've ran Kobelco. Kobelco makes big machinery too. Kobelco's right on up there with them. They've been in the business many years. Sorry, I don't know all the stats because I'm not a YouTuber like that studies it that in depth. If you guys want to drop a comment and talk about the stats and everything else, I can look it up, or shoot, you can look it up online. Kobelco.com. But if you want a decent machine, like I said, this is a 8,000 pound machine. I think they call it 7,900, but an 8,000 pound machine. It's not the smallest one, but yet it's not the biggest one. I think Cat has a, they call it, no, it's a John Deere, I believe. John Deere is a G40 or a G35. One of them, I think it's a Cat, they call it a 303.5. They're all about the same machine, weight-wise, I should say. But of course, the prices are different. Like I said, you're going to pay more with Cat. You're going to pay a lot more with John Deere. For me, it was all about the money. As long as everything was pretty close to being the same, which, like I said, with Kubota, John Deere, this guy, they're all using the same motor. John Deere might say, oh, that's our motor, but no, it's not. You're using a Yanmar, or the ones that I've seen anyways were a Yanmar motor, just stuck in a John Deere body. The tracks are a little different, of course. They all say they use different tracks, but like I said, I like the Kobelco because you didn't have to put the Cat track or the John Deere track on it. You could buy you some of the what they call the Chinese tracks or the cheaper tracks, and you could put that sucker in there and probably save you $300-400. Like I said, these tracks here, I think they go for about $1,700 with this machine. Cat and John Deere, I think they were $1,900 for them. So I was thinking about in the future, servicing and fixing things. A little different with the guys from the other places. Kobelco talks about this induction system, cooling system, and that's what makes their machine quieter than anyone else. We are going to let me start it up for you, and you guys can hear it, and then we can take a listen to it. It is a little quieter, but not, I mean, I don't know, I couldn't really tell a lot of difference, but as you hear it right there, we can still talk through it. I don't have the mic bled out or the gain down or anything else. I haven't edited it, so you hear what I hear. And I am a quiet talker, and I can still talk over it. So I like that option. Kobelco said they had a little bit bigger breakout force because of that thing right there, the boom. From what the salesman was saying, that when a lot of the operators that are watching this, they might hear it, but when you're curling your bucket like this, that last little bit, it always flips the dirt up in your face or up to you, and because they have that bracket up there better, it makes for a smoother transition. Like I said, I've done well with it. I enjoy the machine. I've got 20, let's see here, how many hours I've got on it. 27 hours. So I've ran it a little bit. I've dug a hole in the front yard. I'm fixing a drainage pipe in here. Like I said, there's a lot of different options you can get on these things. You can get a tilting blade where it goes like this. It tilts left and right, not just up and down. I didn't do it because I didn't want to. It says everybody that talks about it, they say, and this was even from Cat and everybody else, they said, it takes a little bit more wear and tear on your tracks and things like that. And because these things are like $2,000 just for the tracks now. I'm not talking about the sprockets or the idlers or anything like that, or I don't even know what them things are called in the bottom. I used to call them coasters, but I'm sure that's not the right name for them. Those right there. The rollers, I guess, is the best way to say it. But they said it causes a lot of extra wear on the track system, your rollers and your sprockets and stuff like that. So that's why I went with one that's just goes up and down. I can, as you see, I can grade fairly well. I wouldn't call myself an expert, but I've dug a trench for different things, and it didn't come out too bad. I've got to go back and put some more dirt in it, but you know, it makes it pretty flat. Like I said, if you guys are looking to buy one of these and you want to save some money but still get a decent machine, Kobelco is the way to go. Kubota was good pricing too. However, like, the reason why I went with Kobelco is because they have a name similar to Cat. They have been in the business a long time, and they have real big machinery out on job sites. So that's the reason why I went with them. And I liked them. You know, I drove this one, and I liked the way it handled and everything else. It's got a locking little area here where you can lock your diesel fuel up. Oh. So you can lock that up with the key. Nobody can just come in there. I mean, I guess if a guy wanted to, you could tear this out and siphon in there, but it is what it is there. You know, at least it locks. I think there was one or two. I can't remember where there was one I was looking at, and I can't remember where it was at, and forgive me, but it was outside the machinery, and I didn't like that because, you know, gas being expensive like it is, they could literally siphon your gas out and just be done with it. And like I said, you got the little 3-cylinder Yanmar there. Gives plenty of horsepower, and you can pretty much, I haven't had a problem digging up anything here in the yard. I'll show you just a quick what we've been doing. It'll pick those up no problem, you know, without tipping over. But it more or less, I put my thumb on this one and took the stump out of the ground the other day. Yeah, it's pretty powerful. So like I said, if you guys need if you want to like and subscribe, give me a thumbs up. If you got any comments or anything that you want to talk about this machine or any other machine or a comparison, you know, I'm sure this ain't going to be my last machine. So, you know, if you got one and you say, hey, this was better because of yada yada yada, hey, drop a comment. And for people that are looking to get one of these, a lot of people will buy a flatbed. Well, I did this route. This is a 7x14 trailer, Iron Bull, which they're out of Texas, and this is what I haul it in. And it's got 7,000 pound axles, so it's gross vehicle weight rating of 14 grand. You hook that behind the truck over there, and you can put your machine on this, and you can fill this up and dump and do whatever you got to do to this thing. And yeah, if y'all want to see a review about this Iron Bull, and like I said, I did some research and everything on these things, and I actually went to check out the Down to Earth, Leonard, Iron Bull, Big Tex, all of them guys, and I can tell you the differences between them and pretty much price ranges. Now these are going up in prices from right here from now, I've been told, because of everything we're going through here in the United States, and so maybe this guy here. But if you want a machine roughly around that $42,000 mark, and of course accessories are going to be different if you get different accessories for it, but you can get you know, this piece of equipment or one similar to it, and then get you a little trailer there, and man, you're in the excavation business. Or, you know, picking up limbs. Like we just got some trees cut out, and that's what I've been using. That's why things kind of beat up. I kind of hated to do that, but I've got a little dent right here. As you can see where it got, and I didn't have my thumb on it. That's the reason why it got dented up. Long brush and stuff like that takes a toll on a piece of machinery. But we're going to go ahead and finish getting it cleaned up. And if you guys want to like and subscribe and talk about it, hit me up and let me know. All right, thanks for tuning in, and hope to see you again. Peace out.